All right. The second thing that I would like to introduce to everyone is we are introducing a task management. So this is a configuration that only exclusive for the multi-agent system, because we identify that multi-agent system is tackle for very complicated tasks. So in order to having the task that executing properly, it is better to be broken down into smaller tasks, and also to do some kinds of like improvement and so on. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete all of this chart of this one. I will create a new chat, and I will try to like hey, can you help me to research about oh wait, I think we need to equip a web search for this as well, otherwise they cannot do. Okay. You research about agentic, use subtasks to handle it. Yeah. So if I prompting correctly, then it will start to understand, and also it will creating some tasks. Wait. I think it is not saving. Maybe it is better if I show you the other task management system. Voila, how can I see it? Alright, let me switch over to this UI so that you can having the better seeing. So change screen, and I will add one more windows, and I'm come back here. I add this windows. Yep. So you should see this new window now. And what is inside anyway on YouTube? I need to change on YouTube as well. Let me stop sharing YouTube. Yeah, I will share again on this side. All right, so let's go back to this one. So you see that this is an agent with task, and when we are enabling this task of the agent, we can having the agent that doing some task management. So it will allow the agent to create a task to research about best practice when working with like Strapi API, and it will trigger some tool to create some tasks, like the task, and it for example, like I'm going to expand this one. So this task is going to be research best practice for fast API, and this is the description of the task and the prioritize. And it will say that, okay, the task has been created and the status is pending. And it will continue to create multiple tasks in order to achieve them. After creating tasks, what it does is that it's going to execute the task and finally updating the task. And if you look at this here, you will see that this is a task list that we have created. And it will having different tasks like investigating the deployment strategy, in exploring performance, identify coding standard, and research, and so on. So this is helpful in case that you have a very complicated task and you are asking the agent that, hey, I need you in order to help me to break in the research plan into a smaller, and also you do that kinds of like task management and you execute one by one. So given this one, you can even like having the agent that working in a very long duration. So you can work in like 15-minute duration without having you to interrupt, because you already lay out the plan for the agent. So just imagine before this one, the agent is only return on your system prompt to do this one, but it doesn't know what is completed and what not. But with this like task, so it's kind of like to-do list. So before starting the task, you are going to ask the agent that, hey, you need to, based on my prompt, to creating a task list of to-do list. And then when you are iteratively doing that, you need to update the task so that I know that where have you been. And that is the reason why it was in the multi-agent system is these tasks can be delegated to sub-agent. So just imagine your supervisor is very smart. It's using very strong model, and this model is going to like break down the task, and then it will have like 5 in progress tasks, for example. And what it does is that it's going to assign different agents to different things. So maybe I'm going to start to the demo on this one. So I will just copy this one. I will new chat. And I will just here, fast API. Okay, it will start to creating tasks. You see the streaming is already create one task, and then it's create 3 more tasks. Okay, it's create 9 tasks in order to executing this one. And after it have been creating, it will start to update the task tool and doing in all this part. But in here, because we are not going to like adding any tool for it to actually doing the task, right? So if we are going to like adding a tool for web search for this agent, for example, I'm going to add a web search for this agent. And I click save. And I will say, I will just new chat. After you create to-do list, you need to do the task with the web search tool that I equipped you. Okay, it will start to do the web search. So it will know that there's a 4 pending tasks. It will start to doing the first one, and it will using web search to fulfill the first one. And when it's done, it will update the status to complete, and then we'll go into the on and on and on and on. So just imagine that originally your agent have no plan at all. It will just reacting to your message and so on. But right now, because you give the agent a plan, so actually, this is the technique that I use in order to create our 3000 documentation page. So while waiting, the agent is going to work on this one. I will show you what we have done before. For example, if you go into docs AgenticFlow.ai, and you will see that in here we have like 3000 page of documentation in here. I cannot write everything in myself on this one. What I do is that I will creating my agent, and then my agent is going to iteratively doing all of this one. So I will just create a huge to-do list, and then my agent will just go and fix this one and tick the box, and tick the box. So all over one weekend, my agent is creating an entire 3000 page of documentation. So this is what I need. So I write this one. But for your need, I think you can do kinds of like creating a mass SEO blog post about some industry need and so on. As long as you can creating a very good plan for the agent to iterative, it's going to be just follow the plan and execute it properly. And it's going to be very powerful when you are put that in together with multi-agent system. Because the supervisor will need kinds of a plan in order to track where everyone at the moment. Yeah, so that is the idea behind on this part. Yeah, so it will still continue doing this one and so on. Anyway, so that's it on the number 2, which is the task management system tool that we have generated in this one. And over the next 2 weeks, so we will do the user acceptance test with everyone in order to do on the UAT for the multi-agent system, as well as on the task management.